Okay, so you will do best if you write this stuff down. So take a second, hit pause, grab a couple pieces of paper, or front and back is fine too, and get ready to write some stuff down, okay? I'm guessing that you already know like your lines and spaces on a treble clef or a bass clef. If you don't, then get that from me first and then refer back to this, okay? So sharp keys and flat keys have different little memory games that I use. But the first one to remember is no sharps, no flats is the key of C. And once people start working on the flats and sharps, they always forget this. So I use the little memory game, no sharps, no flats, can't remember with a big C, key of C. The important thing about the keys is that they always represent the shape of a scale that's whole, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And back down. Okay, so here's this arrangement of whole steps and half steps. Here's C, and every note represents a half step on the piano. Whole, half, whole, half. And you can see that there's no black note in between here, and that's why that's a half step. And this arrangement of a scale is probably super familiar if you have spent any time with Western music in your ears, which I know you have. So we add sharps and flats to get that arrangement of whole steps and half steps. So if you started on a B, that arrangement would be off, right? You start with a half step here. It doesn't sound the same. So B actually has 5 sharps. So we have whole, half, right to the very next note. Whole, half. Easy schmeezy. Not really easy. It's lots hard, but that's okay. So here's the stuff to write down. To remember sharp keys, you need to remember the order of sharps. And that's fried chicken, good dinner, ate every bite. Fried chicken, good dinner, ate every bite. So if there's one sharp, it will always and only be F sharp, fried. If there are 2 sharps, they're always and only F sharp and C sharp, fried chicken. So, grabbing a random book so we can discuss. The next step after that is that you go up 1 alphabet letter, not one in the game. So it doesn't go fried chicken and then good, but fried chicken goes up from C to D. And that's the name of your key. So, for example, well, this only has, here's one of 4 sharps. Here's a song from Greatest Showman. And as you can see, it has 4 sharps by the treble clef. You only count 1 clef. And those 4 sharps are F, C, G, and D. Fried chicken, good dinner. Always the same order. And then you take the D and you go up 1 letter name, which is E. So this 4 sharp piece is in the key of E. Pretty easy, right? Just have to remember that little mnemonic. Fried chicken, good dinner, ate every bite. So if you have a piece that has 5 sharps, you consider fried chicken, good dinner, ate, and then 1 letter up from A, because again, it's in the alphabet, not the game. So you don't go to every, you go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So fried chicken, good dinner, ate, goes up to B. You're in the key of B flat every time you have 5 sharps. 1 sharp, F sharp, key of G. 2 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, key of D. 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. And then that alphabet turns around in music, right? There's nothing past G. So 3 sharps is actually the key of A. 4 sharps, fried chicken, good dinner, up a letter, it's key of E. 5 sharps, fried chicken, good dinner, 8, up a letter is the key of B. 6 sharps, fried chicken, good dinner, ate every, Go up a letter, it's the key of F. However, F is fried. So it's the key of F sharp, because F's already sharped in this key. 7 sharps, fried chicken, good dinner, ate every bite. The key, you go up a letter from B and it's C, but C is sharp because chicken. So it's the key of C sharp. Whew, that's a lot. You ready for flats? So for flats, you write this down. I'm trying to remember which one I want to use. I had a student come up with a really new funny one, like right before COVID, but I can't remember what it was. Oh well. So use my old one, and that's the word bead, like beads on a necklace, B-E-A-D, and then the phrase greatest common factor. Bead, B-E-A-D, G-C-F. Bead, greatest common factor. Flat keys are a little different. For flats, you do that same order, and it's always bead, B-E-A-D, greatest common factor, G-C-F. But the thing you do after with the order is different than for sharps. So the name of the key in a flat key is always the second to the last flat. So you go back one in the game. For example, 2 flats are B flat, E flat from the word bead. And then you go backwards one, and it's the key of B flat in the game, not the alphabet. Now, B flat doesn't have a second to the last flat. And so we remember that the first flat is not fair. The first flat is not fair. 1 flat, B flat is the key of F. 2 flats, B flat, E flat, go backwards one, key of B flat. 3 flats, the first part of the word bead, B flat, E flat, A flat, go back one, it's the key of E flat. 4 flats, the whole word bead, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, go backwards one, key of A flat. 5 flats, whole word bead, and then the beginning of greatest common factor. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, greatest, go backwards one, 5 flats is the key of D flat. 6 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, greatest common, go backwards one, G flat. And finally 7 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, greatest common factor. And the key is C flat, which is analogous to the key of B. It's the same notes, but spelled differently. I hope that's useful to you. If you need more, then grab me after church. We'll talk key signatures. I love this stuff. It's really fun. Let me know if you need lines and spaces. But you almost don't need lines and spaces for this because you're just counting the number and it's always the same. So have fun with that. Talk to you soon.